Chapter 27. Milam's Pav. It was an interesting day today since Clayman asked Carrion and Frey to meet with him. I decided to join out of curiosity alone. Mainly because my caretaker left by my uncle was acting strangely recently. She often looked towards the Jura forest like she longed to be there. From what Clayman has been saying so far, he plans to create a puppet demon lord in the Jura forest, which we will then have join the council later. Is this the reason she was looking at the forest? But she could easily defeat a weakling like that as an awakened individual. No, it must be something else. Trini is an earth elemental lord, would easily defeat such a being and could travel anywhere she pleased, as she isn't a demon lord herself even though I asked her to. She always wears the armor given to her by my uncle, that's all yellow and white with a black glassy face shield to see through. Apparently there are 6 others with similar designs and strengths to her as well. She said they were based on something called a Power Ranger. Never heard of it before, but when I one day meet my uncle I'll ask him myself. But for now I'll ask Trini what's bugging her when we go to visit Frey after the meeting. Clayman, and so that is the basic outline of the plan. Should be plenty of benefits for all of us. All I ask is that you don't interfere in it, and I'll allow you to use his vote for your use in the future Walpurgis meetings. Frey, I guess it's reasonable enough, Clayman. I won't help you more than this, however, since I still think you're underestimating the residents of the Jura forest. Carrion, I'm with Frey on this as well. I'll do what you ask, but if it starts to fall apart don't come crying to me for help, Clayman. Clayman, completely understandable. I'll let you know when it's in the final stages in a few days so you can watch my plan be successful before your very eyes. Milam, sure Clayman, I'll play along since it looks entertaining at least. See you in a few days then. After that I traveled with Frey to her place after getting my fill of the good for Clayman had. Trini knew how to cook and would if I asked, but only simple dishes along with the dragon priests restricting her chances to make me food doesn't help either. I often went to Frey's place because it had Frey there, one of my few friends there. While there I caught Trini looking away in the same direction again, so I decided to finally ask what was going on. Milam, Trini, what's wrong? Why are you always looking in that direction recently? Trini, Lady Milam, I believe the time for my master's arrival is near. I feel his presence stirring things up in the Jura forest. It happened the moment Veldora disappeared from the world. Soon as my master once told me a great calamity will happen that will have a possibility of destroying the world while including all the demon lords as part of the conflict. The events are happening just as he said they would. So I believe it's time I told you. His invitation to you is at and what time? Milam, my uncle invited me to visit him somewhere. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Now I'm mad. Trini, my master was very specific in this arrangement. I can only tell you after the orc disaster incident is dealt with. Then he said he invited you to his nation for food and a true home to stay in. You would no longer need to work and you can finally just play and have fun. Milam, has he been working on this in secret as a present to me or something, Trini? Why tell me now rather than earlier? Trini, your father was very specific in his restrictions placed on my master. He wasn't even allowed to tell people his name for his whole life. He even had to be locked away from the world to keep it safe from his power alone. He's more dangerous than Ivararge ever was and more cunning than any demon can be. He is very close in alignment to Veldora due to the chaos he created by just existing. Also, every birthday present I had given you was from him personally. He was just banned from coming to see you, but his sentence is nearly over and he will be here soon. Do you wish to visit him when time allows? Milam, yes, I do want to. Is he strong? Is he going to give me some treats when I show up? I have so many questions. Frey, help me prepare to meet my uncle, would you please? Frey, do I even have a choice in this? Fine, I'll help you, Milam, but only if you help me. Milam, sure Frey, what do you need of me? And I wonder if any of you recognize the reference I put in for the names of the other 6 elements and their typing. Let's just say they are all wearing different but similar colored armor. Rimurus Pav. After naming the ogres I then set them to their old tasks except for Sheehan. She is to be strictly my bodyguard and nothing else. No kitchen for her, but if she asks to, I'll use the method Luminius came up with to make her improve her cooking. Force her to try her own food first, then let me try some after it passes your taste test. It sounds so simple, but we took so long to even think of it. This alone makes me thankful to her. After a few days I had Sui go to the Lizardmen cave to ask them for an alliance like before. He is to also warn the elder about the potential betrayal by his son as well. He also told him I'd be coming tomorrow too. What for, you ask? You'll see later, don't worry. After I returned back from that short visit to the Lizardmen chief, I was told Gabble was here like before. Rigurd, Lord Rimuru, the Lizardmen representative, wishes to meet you. Rimuru, is that so? Have Gobta and Ranga along with Urushi meet me at the front gates to meet this representative then. He then bowed and left to carry out my orders. After a bit we all were at the entrance and the Lizardmen put on a show like before. While they did that, Shizu came by with Sasha to see what was going on. Sasha seemed to enjoy the performance while Shizu seemed to be getting more and more displeased. I'm not sure why, but she has started to become just as bad as the other Ms recently in her respect to me. It made me think that naming people also brainwashed them or something similar. Seal, naming has not been found to have such abilities. Rimuru, really? Then care to explain what's going on then? Seal, due to the soul connection made from naming an individual, they will feel closer to said individual who named them. Even taking on some of their personalities, at most at the least a stronger understanding of the namer's ideals is instilled into them. Rimuru, so she basically feels not only closer to me on a soul level but has come to understand my ideals too. Seal, yes, and since she liked those ideals she has grown attached to them like all the others had before. Rimuru, I see, so that's why everyone became so devoted to me. My unique ideals go against most of the ideals of people in this world. And since I am not trying to force it on them, they like me even more, causing mass devotion to me on a fanatical level. Seal, yes dear, even me. After their little show Sasha clapped along and asked for an encore. It gave the Lizardmen pause, but I decided to play along for my own amusement. It helped that he didn't call us weaklings yet, so everyone was still calm. Rimuru, yes, your performance was excellent, could you give us another one perhaps? My daughter loved the grand display you put on. Gabble blushed at the compliment and turned around to talk to his underlings. They seemed to be panicking because they didn't have another performance to put on. They could just admit it out of pride, of course, so they just decided to attempt to evade the issue altogether. Gabble also asked where all the weaklings were in this village. Ah, I forgot how arrogant he used to be. Gabble, ahem, I'd like to show you more of our grand performances. We surely know, little one, but we are short on time. Perhaps if you choose to work under us we will reconsider doing so. Rimuru, nah, there is no need to work for you since you all already work for me technically. Gabble, what an absurd claim you have, human. How could you possibly have made us your underlings when we traveled long and hard to come here? What, did you teleport to the marshlands or something? I very much doubt you could have done that, you don't look strong enough to. Definitely not as strong as my master Gelmid. After that statement I had to hold down both Shizu and Sasha so they didn't kill Gabble then and there. Trust me, it was hard to do while not letting Gabble notice it. I even had to block off their killing intent at him and redirect it to myself. It was hard to not shiver at the feeling of so much killing intent on me, but I managed to. Rimuru, and now Gabble, let's be reasonable here. We are monsters, so we should obviously do this negotiations in a monster-like way. I'll have a representative take you on, and if you beat him I'll consider your proposal, but if you lose you will work for me then, okay? Gabble, ha, I can see the fear in your voice. Afraid of fighting me personally, I see. Man, they are trying even harder now to kill him. I don't know how much longer I'll last in this situation. Why did these two have to come by during this moment? Gabble, even though this is a bit of a barbaric way of deciding this agreement, I'll go along with your demands. So who will I be fighting to prove my superiority? Rimuru, I will have you fight our most promising goblin warrior. Gobta, you're up. After that Ranga picked him up and placed him in front of Gabble, then said he'd be the referee for this match. Gabble of course agreed since he actually wanted the direwolves' help, not ours. Of course Gobta didn't have the motivation to fight, so I decided to emphasize his situation so he had to actually try. Rimuru, Gobta, if you win I'll have Kurobe make you a new weapon. Gobta, that makes me a little bit more motivated to win Sue. Rimuru, if you lose you will undergo even more harsher training from Hakuro, and I'll ask Shion to use you to taste test her food for a while. I'm sure we remember what happened to you last time you had some of her cooking. Don't worry though, I heard she has been improving a lot since then. I said with an evil smile in my face. Gobta, she just gave me a taste of some a few minutes ago and now you want to try killing me again, Sue. I'll win for sure, I'm not planning on dying today. Little did he know that all of the Kijin had come to listen in on the conversation nearby, and Shion heard all of that. I won't tell him, of course, he made his own grave already long ago. Ranga, begin. The battle ended much like before and Gobta of course won. Though I still wonder at what cost. The lizard men of course ran away with their tail between their legs. But I know I'll see them soon enough. Rimuru, great job Gobta. I'll have Kurobe get started on your new weapon right away then. Good luck surviving them however. After they two shadows appeared behind Gobda. Of course one was Shion but the other was Hakuro. Hakuro, oh so you did hide your true strength from me Gobda. I'll have to increase the difficulty of your training then soon. He then soon walked away already knowing the fate that awaited Gobda. Shion, so Gobda you are awake after helping me with testing my food before while Lord Rimuru was gone. Perfect, since you already agreed to help me for the whole day you can continue to help me. Taste test my dishes. She then started to drag the screaming Gobda away. As that was happening I had to more people come up behind me. Shizu, Rimuru-san, I thank you for holding me back from harming that foolish lizardman, but you could have recommended me as the fighter to kill, I mean defeat him instead of Gobda. Shuna, yes, and since you're back now you can help me try on the clothes I made for you, right? Shit, they are in on this together. I don't think I can get away from them. No, I must still try to. Rimuru, well, I do have something to do unfortunately since Gobda has been taken away. Who will play with Sasha now? Shizu, but Sasha went to try to save Gobda just now, Rimuru-san. She said with a smile not reaching her eyes. I looked around to see if it was true and sure enough Sasha had demanded off to help Gobda in his predicament. Sasha, what about your papa? Come save him too. Shuna, come Lord Rimuru, we have much to do before the battle with the orcs. Even Shizu has agreed to help me try on the clothes, so won't you come along? I looked at Shizu in surprise since she is willing to go through these hardships with me. Rimuru, oh okay, I'll come along then. Shizu, yes Shuna, I'll help you get the clothes on Lord Rimuru. You can rest easy that we'll get it done in a timely manner. I've been played. No, for the rest of the next day and a half I was stuck in clothes hell. Even Shion joined in the last half. Who let her know? Someone help me. To be continued.